So we want to solve mixture applications with systems of equations. Now there's different types of mixture problems, but we'll go through them on the different videos. So first we're going to read the problem, translate to a system of equations, and solve. So what they mean by this is we get to have two equations, and that's going to help us. So a ticket office at the zoo sold 553 tickets one day. The receipts totaled $3,936. How many $9 adult tickets and how many $6 child tickets were sold? So we have two variables. We have the number of adult tickets that we're selling and the number of child tickets that we're selling. Now, we're talking about, I'm letting A be the number of tickets sold. Okay? And that's the adult ones. And then this is the number of children tickets, child tickets being sold. Okay, so one equation comes from the total number of tickets, 553. So A plus C is equal to 553. Now I chose to use A and C because A for adult, C for child, but you could use X and Y. You just need to say which one's which. Okay, so that's one of our equations. It's based on the actual number of tickets that were sold. The second equation is going to have to do with the money part. Okay, so each $9 ticket, or each adult ticket was $9. So 9A, that would tell you how much money you have coming in from the sale of the adult tickets. And then 6C, that'll tell you how much money you have coming in from the child tickets. Together, they brought in a total of $3,936. Okay? Now, one thing, well, it's all set up nicely. We could just use it's a system of equations. We could use this system and use the elimination method. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by a -6. And then that's going to give me a -6A minus 6C equals, and then I'm just going to use my calculator here to figure out what 553 times 6 is. Okay, and it's going to be -3318. Yeah. Now, we can't have an answer that's negative, right? You're not going to sell a negative number of tickets. So that's a little clue when we do these. And I'm not going to sell like half a ticket. It has to be a whole ticket. So it's got to be an integer answer. The little things like that help us know if we're getting the answer right. Okay. So now I can add these together. I'll get 3A, and then those are going to eliminate, so that's great. And then I need to know what -3,318 plus 3,936 is, and I get 618. So hopefully I did that right. Divide both sides now, divide both sides by 3. Yeah. Divide both sides by 3. And so I'm going to get A equals 206. So it looks like they sold 206 adult tickets. So it came out to be a positive integer. That's a good sign. So adult tickets were 206. That's how many they sold. Now, how will we figure out how many child tickets were sold? Well, remember this first equation right here, that A plus C had to equal 553? Well, now we know that A is 206, so we'll substitute that in. Subtract 206 from both sides. And what do we get? C is equal to 7 for 347. Double check my math. Yeah, I think that's okay. So the child tickets, the number sold was 347. And you could check that. You could go, first of all, see if they add up to 553. They do. And then you could say, well, 9 times 206, figure out what that is. And then 6 times 347, figure out what that is. And does that equal 3,936. So this would just be like checking it. So I'll let you do that on your own. Okay.